I'm gonna take a nap. Special guest today, Who Are These Podcasts? The man himself, Karl Hamburger. How are you, sir?
Ray, this is a special treat for you, my friend. I don't know if you realize how big of a celebrity I am.
You're a celebrity.
Apparently, yes, a 25-second video that's an interaction between me and my wife is the biggest thing Kevin Brennan's ever seen in his life, which means I must be huge. So you're welcome.
Huge.
I'm gracing you with my presence today. Giant celebrity Karl Hamburger is here on the Ray DeVito program, officially endorsing Ray DeVito.
Thank you, man.
Hey, I've got great news for you. I see the chat. I want to give you a video that's going to make it onto MLC. This will probably be talked about for an hour and a half. I brought the famous mandolin here that everyone's been talking about. The big news in the Dabbleverse.
Can you play a little bit?
That's right. Exclusive for the Ray DeVito Rock Bottom podcast. Karl's mandolin. Yeah. How embarrassing. I have a mandolin. Can you believe it?
I have a non-working treadmill behind me. Can you believe that? Oh, man.
I know that there's all the Kevin Brennan fans here, and they've been told not to like me. But I'll just say this. You can get this back to your buddy KB on his show if you want to. I will go on Kevin's show anytime. I don't need money. Put me on your show. He won't, because he only needs people on there that agree with him and kiss his ass. Because he knows that I'll go on there and tell him he's a fucking liar and explain all the things that he's wrong about. And he doesn't want that. He doesn't want to be the guy who doesn't know anything about how the internet works and is being told that talking about people's money is
once
creepy
again
and weird. A lot of the people in your chat over here are like, Kevin's the best, Karl's a dork. If I'm such a dork, how come I'm willing to talk to him and he's not willing to talk to me? I'll come on his show. He can come on my show. We can do a neutral show. I don't give a fuck. I'm willing to talk to that guy anytime he wants to, and he avoids me. So that's my point. That's the point I'm making. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with the show. I don't give a fuck. It's fine. It's his show.
This is fucking awesome. Awesome. I love that it's turning on Lady Kmart right now. See, this is what happens, Lady K, when you fuck with somebody for so long and you think they're not going to do anything. What do you think's going to happen? It's going to turn because you start to look like a fucking bully. That's what you and the shitwear and all you other assholes are. So when I saw this, I had douche chills. I mean, serious douche chills. Holy shit. Who the fuck are you to goof on me? Now let's play that again, shall we? And then his fucking his wife gets involved.
The globe is a real trip.
I'm sorry.
Wait. Boo boo. Boo boo doo doo doo. I didn't know it was worse than just the fucking mandolin.
We were playing requests for a little bit.
Good job. Did you take a nap?
I did not.
Mommy, did I take a nap, Mommy? This is definitely Lady K. I'm telling you. Brandon was right. He married his mother. I thought it was his mother. Oh, John doesn't have a wife. Well, I got this. And I'd rather have this than your wives. Put it that way. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my God. Are you fucking with me, Lady K? And you have the balls to goof on me? That is the douchiest video. If I would have done that, you and the shitwear would have done 5 emergency shows. But I love that the internet is turning on Lady K and shitwear. It couldn't have happened to 2 worse people. But guess what? I could take it. I'm not thin skinnica. But fucking you, Lady K, you have no idea. That little stunt of you singing Spider-Man, take a nap, Lady K's gonna take a nap. Oh. Holy fuck. and the memes now. And then he goes on, I'm going to play you all this. Then he goes on fucking Ray DeVito show.
Careful, the Mandarin.
I know, I see it.
I was doing requests.
Loser.
We were playing requests for a little
Good
bit.
job. Did you take a nap?
I did not.
But that was my request.
Take a nap. Carl is taking a little nap. He's got a tiny little sleep and fancy that orange clean. Carl's gonna take a nap.
Yeah, and I tweeted. When somebody sent me something, and I tweeted it, retweeted. I said, "How come Carl's not laughing? Because he's always laughing when he trolls everybody. He finds everything hilarious. Everything he's about to say, everything anybody's about to say, anybody they troll. It's just good natured ribbing, according to Carl. Then somebody was sending him super chats, and Carl sits there all stone faced, or else going, "Yeah, that's real good. I get it. You got it. You got more coming. I hit the jackpot, Carla." Shuli does 4 WATPs a day, and Carl says nothing. That's his bit. Exactly. Carl's a coward too, and a baby, and a bitch. I mean, imagine your wife's telling you she's disappointed because you didn't take a fucking nap. I mean, he looks like such a bitch, and then he tries to act like he's a tough guy, and he say, I can take it. I can take it as well as I give it. You can't, bitch. Classic cranky Carl. That's a good title. I mean, imagine, because Carl wants everyone to think he's like this great guy and he never gets cranky. He's always in a good mood. And what his wife was basically implying, you need a nap, sir. Mm-hmm. You need a nap, sir. And he's like, I'll be fine. Allegedly, dog. Thank you. You're just jealous that your mom wouldn't marry you.
Who? Oh,
she would have married Neil. She was not happy that little Carl hadn't taken his nappy. I mean, you could watch it. Some people saying, no, she just cares about his well-being. No, she was basically reprimanding him because he hadn't taken his nappy. I guess he was cranky that morning. The guy got reprimanded for not taking a nap by his wife.
Yeah.
And then before that, he asked her to please be careful. The mandolin is nearby. I mean, it's like, you can't make this shit up, but it was not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Kate Meany innocently singing at a fucking wedding. That's a gigantic deal. A gigantic deal for fat people.
But going back to Ray,
who live in Vegas.
Somebody super chatted Ray.
So everyone decides, no, that's not a big deal. Stuttering John, drooling or itching his nose. That's a gigantic deal.
Patrick, zoom in on it.
Reprimanded by his fucking wife. Whenever you want, Carl, you gotta pay me the money back though that I paid you to come on before. Okay, I'll add up what I paid you for your earlier appearances.
Oh,
I'm afraid of Carl. I'm afraid, Carl. You gonna step on my mandolin? That's why I'm afraid of you showing up.
You have returned the money that Kevin Brennan had paid you for a couple appearances.
Well, you said earlier 2 appearances. He paid me for 3. I was on for 4.
Oh, okay. So he gypped you on one. Got it.
That's okay. And that's fine. I never asked him for money. And he said on his show yesterday that they give me back the money, Carl. So there you go, Kevin. I don't work for you.
Why don't you give me your money, fucking
I don't care about your money. Yeah, give that money to Bob. I should have given it to Bob. So Kevin on his show yesterday called me a coward, which is very funny because he won't let me on his show. He talks so much shit. He spent 2 hours. He was blown away by a 20-second dialogue I had with my wife. Blown away by it. Couldn't believe this existed in the world, but won't have me on the show. So this is my my message to Kevin, and he'll ignore this or not or whatever. Call me a coward, whatever. Kevin, have me back on your show. Love to come on and chat with you. Your show is all about conflict, but for some reason, everyone on the show has to love you. You can't have anyone who disagrees with you on your show, but it's all about conflict. Okay, fine. Have me on, or better yet, and I think this is what we really should do. 1v1, we'll broadcast it on each of our channels at the same time because you've said a lot of lies about me. You've talked a lot of shit, and I think we should hash it out. Everyone's obsessing because my wife asked me if I had taken a nap that day. It's a little tamer. I don't know. I could be crazy, but it seems a little tamer. These guys who are obsessed with how much money people make, other grown adults are obsessed with it and talk about it all the time. And Kevin doesn't know anything about my operation. I actually have 8 1099s. that work
Yeah.
on my show. So
Yeah.
the fact that Kevin knows how much I pay people and how I work my business, he knows nothing. He wanted to compare bank accounts a couple months ago. It's crazy. He's lost his mind.
Carl, a real man abruptly quits his show when his wife comes in the room and yells at him. That's what
Right.
does that.
Yeah, isn't there a video of his wife yelling at him, and then his wife yelling at him and shuts down his show?
But it's like, why don't you just go on the Shuli Network too if you want to get super chats? Because he's like, I think I'll follow the Stuttering John show, and everyone will. I'll get thousands of people watching.
There she is.
I'll get thousands of people watching, and it's going to be fantastic. All right, bye.
His wife yelling at him.
Because he didn't take a